life ain't a ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom boom, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you know. Life could be a dream.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Okay, my name is Nur Afrina Najwa binti Abu Bakar Hamzah. Number matric 277815. Okay, I from group 2. For today, I would like to share you about grains, legume and pasta. Okay, for introduction about this, grain, legume and pasta can be found in nearly every menu. They provide vitamins, mineral, complex carbonates and other substances that are important to good health. To keep the fat content low in recipe with grain, legumes or pasta, and add only small amounts of higher fat gradients. Okay, for the firstly is about legumes. Legume is a plant that bears seed pod that split along two opposite side when ripe. In culinary use, legume refer to the seed from this seed pod, especially when they are mature and dry. Legumes are high in protein and thus are important in vegetarian diet. This is because they are rich in B vitamin and mineral. Some legumes like the soya beans are also rich in fat. For the secondly is about grains. Grains are the edible seed of various members of the grains family. Each seed consists of 4 parts. Example, husk, endobus, brain and germ. The lastly is about pasta. What we know about pasta? Okay, pasta is a type of noodle that has been a staple of traditional Italian cuisine since 1154 when it was firstly mentioned in Sicily. It is also a generic term of various types of pasta recipes. Pasta is usually made from unleavened dough of doughs with flour and water, which is formed into pieces of various shapes. Cooked and eaten is a variety of recipes. It can be made with flour from various grains and cereals, and instead of water, it can be used. Pasta can be classification into two types, namely is dry and fresh. Both dry and fresh pasta come in a variety of shape and okay, now I want to tell you about terms. First term is about grains. Grains means a plant that are primary grasses farmed for their edible seeds. Okay, now is term number 2 is about grits. Grits is a ground corn meal with a Native American origins that is commonly eaten for breakfast in the South. Okay, for the number 3 term is about semolina. Semolina is made from durum from mud like that have been cleaned and used to make pasta, breakfast, cereal, pudding and couscous. Okay, for the number 4 term is about legumes. Legumes is a fabaceae plant or the fruit or seed of a fabaceae plant. Okay, for number 5 term is about kasha. Kasha is a popular cereal in Eastern Europe. In English, kasha refer to bakuri gourd. Okay, for the number 6 term is about couscous. Couscous is a classic Berber dish made from semolina that is steamed. Okay, for number 7 term of al dente. Al dente refer to pasta, rice or beans that have been cooked until they are firm but not hard. Okay, for the number 8, term of buggles. Buggle is a form of wool white that has been cleaned, powdered of steam, dry and ground into various size. For the number 9, term of pulses. Pulses are the seed of legumes, plants that are edible. Okay, term of number 10 is about harmony. Harmony is made up of dry maize kernel that have been nixtamalized. Okay, for the number 11 term is about pilaf. Okay, pilaf is a rice-based dish cooked in a sesame booth. Okay, for the lastly term of polenta. Polenta is a boiling cold meal dish that used to make with a different grain. For the secondly is about measure of dry legumes. Legumes are frequently included in conversation about a healthy diet. They are after all high protein and liver source, especially for vegans. This sector can also be flexible as there are many different types of legumes to pick from, as well as variants of this source. Well, we know dry legumes include chickpeas, beans, include butter beans, haricot beans, quinoa beans, red kidney beans, azuki beans, black ears beans, and soya beans, peas and lettuce lupins.
Grains are small, hard, and dry seeds. It is harvested for human or animal consumption. A grain product is made from wheat, rice, or another cereal grain. There are major types of grains, which are corn, wheat, and rice. Those can be used to make any variety of dishes. There are types of grains which are corn and wheat. Corn is considered one of the grains. Its kernels can be milled into processed grain products and used in various foods such as corn tortillas. Next is wheat. It is one of the oldest and crucial cereal crops. Some wheat is used by industry for the production of starch, malts, and more. The varieties of the thousands known wheat had been used to make bread and pasta like spaghetti and macaroni. Rice can be varieties of colors depending on the different rice. It is one of the most versatile foods. There are various types of rice in the world like white rice, arborio rice, and black rice. Firstly, white rice. There are varieties of dishes you can cook or serve with white rice. It is considered empty cups since it loses its main sources of nutrients. Next, arborio rice. Arborio rice grown in Italy. It has slightly chewy and sticky consistency and creamy texture when cooked due to its high starch. Many types of rice need to rinse before being cooked, but arborio rice is an exception. Rinsing would remove the starchy coating that makes the creamy texture when cooked. Method in preparing rice. First and foremost, before cooking, rinse rice with hands in a fine mesh strainer under the tap until the water runs clear, for reasons to get rid of excess starch and gummy results from rice. Next, toasting the rice. This method enhances the natural flavor of the rice. Heat a teaspoon of butter or olive oil over medium heat in the pot that you want to cook the rice in. After that, add the rice and stir it regularly until it starts smelling nutty. If you toast white rice, it will turn pale tan. Lastly, seasoning the water, which is adding a big pinch of salt to the cooking water, goes a long way in making your finished rice taste balanced. Pasta is a type of cuisine that is normally created from an unleavened dough of wheat flour combined with water or eggs and molded into sheets or various forms before being boiled or baked. Rice, flour, or legumes such as beans or lentils are occasionally used for wheat flour to provide a distinct flavor and texture or as a gluten-free option. There are various types of pasta in this world, and today I'm going to tell you about major types of pasta, method in preparing pasta, and commercial pasta shapes and uses. Number 1 is spaghetti. Spaghetti is a cylindrical pasta that is long, thin, and firm. Spaghetti, like other plates of pasta, is made of crushed wheat and water and is frequently fortified with vitamin and minerals. Spaghetti bolognese, in which spaghetti is coupled with meat in a marinara sauce, is perhaps the most well-known meal. Number 2 is macaroni. Macaroni is a type of dry pasta that is fashioned like thin tubes, made of durum wheat. Macaroni is typically sliced in short length. Bent macaroni is known as elbow macaroni. Macaroni is a basic form consisting of little tubes of pasta cut into short length and typically curved. Macaroni is frequently found floating in a minestrone or cheese sauce prepared to be tossed into the oven for a good old mac and cheese, so they do not need to contain sauces. Number 3 is penne. Penne is a type of pasta that is extruded and has cylinder-shaped pieces and angled ends. Penne is another popular form with a circular tube-like structure and diagonal slices at either end. As a result, it works best in meals with a reasonably thick, creamy sauce such as penne arrabbiata. Number 4 is lasagna. Lasagna is a sort of pasta that is composed of very wide flat sheets and is perhaps one of the earliest forms. Contrary to common assumption, lasagna refers to the thin sheets of pasta that comprise a meal rather than the dish itself. The most well-known oven-baked meal is lasagna al forno, which presumably consists of beef placed between layers of lasagna and bechamel sauce, topped with cheese. Number 5 is linguine. Linguine is a type of pasta that is similar to spaghetti but has an elliptical part rather than a flat piece. It has a width of around 4 mm, making it broader than spaghetti. Linguine, while compared to spaghetti, is flatter and more sumptuous. Because of the increased surface area, it is ideal for mating with lighter textures such as cream-based sauces or shellfish. Are prepared mostly the same way. You will need sea salt and dried pasta. The equipment that will be used is a large saucepan, wooden spoon, mug, and a colander. Firstly, fill a big saucepan halfway with water. Put the lid on and bring to a boil over high heat. Secondly, mix in a generous pinch of salt. Thirdly, when the water is boiling, add the pasta. Fourth, cook the pasta according to package direction. Try a bit of pasta about a minute or two before the end of the cooking time to see whether it is done. It is done when it is soft enough to chew but still have some bite to it. Fifthly, take a cup of starchy boiling water and set it away. This will aid the emulsification of the spaghetti sauce. Lastly, drain the pasta in a colander placed over a sink. It is now time to throw in your favorite sauce. Best done in the pan, adding splashes cooking water and mixing as you go until the sauce coats the pasta and the ideal consistency. In conclusion, legumes, grains, and pasta play an important role in our life. They provide vitamins and complex carbohydrates and other substances that are essential to good health. It also can cook in a variety of dishes. They complete the main ingredients without overpowering the whole dishes, though they can be a star in the dish without taking the main role. There are more than 1,000 dishes worldwide, making there are making there a wider variety of foods with it around the world. Thus, a wide variety of ingredients can be used in the preparation with the rice and pasta. It is a perfect place to start experimenting. Thank you. That's all.